All right, what's going on? So today you guys are going to be doing an appliance project. Um, and so what you're going to be doing is finding an appliance in your house, and you're going to figure out how much money it actually costs to run that appliance for a certain amount of time. Before we do that, we're just going to kind of work through a sample problem. Um, uh, really, uh, the information that you need to know to figure out how much money uh, something costs to run uh, is simply just going to be to uh, figure out how much power that appliance uses and just to figure out how long you're using it for. So we've got an example up at the top here. It says if electricity costs 11 cents per kilowatt hour, how much money does it cost to run a 2,000 watt heater for 10 hours? So the first question is how many watt hours does the heater use? So a watt hour is just the power of the heater, so 2,000 watts um, multiplied by how long it's being used for. So maybe the heater was running for 10 hours to heat the house. So what we do in the first step is we just multiply those values together. Now, just to be clear, the reason why we're doing this is so that you get some practice before you do it with the appliance that you choose. Um, I'm going to kind of go through another example of this going forward here, but you're going to pick an appliance in your house and you're going to calculate, you're going to do this calculation to figure out how much money it costs to run that appliance for a certain amount of time. So this heater is 2,000 watts. That's how much power. So remember, power is like the amount of energy it uses per given amount of time. So it uses 2,000 units of energy per second. 2,000 watts times 10 hours, right? Because that's how long this heater is allegedly running for to heat the house. We multiply those two values together and we should get 20,000 watt hours. Okay. However, the electric company doesn't charge in watt hours, they charge in kilowatt hours. So if you remember your prefixes from the start of the year, K means 1,000, right? Like if someone's like, oh yeah, I make 50K a year, that means they make $50,000 per year. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the watt hours and we're going to divide by 1,000. Take 20,000 watt hours. We're going to divide that by 1,000, and that will convert our watt hours into kilowatt hours. So 20,000 divided by 1,000 is 20, and then the units are kilowatt hours. Okay, and then our last step here is we're going to take our kilowatt hours and we're going to multiply it by the cost. So the electricity companies charge by the number of kilowatt hours of energy that you use. So since this water heater used 20 kilowatt hours of energy, we're going to multiply it by 11 cents because the electric company will charge you 11 cents for every kilowatt hour of energy you use. Take 20 kilowatt hours, then we're going to multiply that times 11 cents per kilowatt hour. And that'll get you up to 220 cents. Or if you wanted to put that in dollars, that would be $2.20. Oops. We'll add a little dollar symbol in front so that we can see that that's money. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know because you are going to need to do this later on in the project. Um, but make sure you get all that down, and then that way you'll have it for reference when you have to calculate it for your appliance.